Hey yo, we're just gonna do 2 hours today. How about that? We'll still go to 8 o'clock. Yo, what up? What up, broski? Yeah. Skip-a-da-ba-ba. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna go share it with all the homies out on the Discords. Make sure you guys share, because we're gonna start in about 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. We're gonna start. We're gonna be talking about motorcycle accidents and kind of how to prevent them. Let me know if I'm a little too loud. Just let me know if I'm a little bit too loud. I'll make sure that I'm not super loud. Skip-a-da-ba-ba. Live till 8 p.m. Ba-da-da-ba-da. Make sure you guys share with all your friends. Volume's good for you, Nicholas. Ah, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Beautiful ride. Beautiful day to ride. There we go. Yeah, it's actually really nice today. Today was really good. Really surprised how well it was today. We are live. Skibbity-da-ba, skibbity-bang. The intro music. This intro music came from YouTube themselves. This was one of their like free music things. I like it too. That's why I have it. Movers come tomorrow. We are gonna start pretty soon. Make sure you guys share. Like, all that stuff, guys. Make sure you share and like. Skip-a-da-ba-ba. Lo-fi instrumentals or blues instrumentals. Nice. I need to try it. I need to look it up. So I got a video and everything prepped and ready to go for us to do this, boys. So if you'd like to support the channel and what we do, please swing on by patreon.com/DanandTheFireman or share the videos. It's as simple as that. Get it out. What's up, everybody? Nice, Bighorn. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like the Sturgis one. All right, so here we go. Transitioning to me. What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman with my yeah boy shut. We got another video today. So how this goes, so that you can understand what we are doing here and why we're doing this is because we're going to be watching some YouTube videos. So this is actually a dirt bike lunatic video. This is one of those popular videos out there that you see, you know, on the YouTubes of crashes, motorcycle crashes. But, you know, instead of watching it for our entertainment and cringing at possible broken bones and fatalities, we're actually going to diagnose and figure out what the heck happened and kind of go over some of the stuff that can be preventable and things and kind of what to look out for. That way you get a little visual aid to some of the tips I give you guys. Here's the main thing. This video is going to, well, not main thing, this is one of the things. This video is going to get demonetized because, of course, we're watching crashes and we're talking about crashes, and it's a crash compilation. It's against the community guidelines. So I just want to say special thanks to my senior crew up on the top right above the chat. If you are a senior crew member on Patreon, make sure you send me a picture. That way your picture can go up there. And thank you to all the super chats and all the 308 patrons we have today. Let's see if we can get 310. I will be streaming for an hour and 40 minutes today, so it's going to be a little bit long on this one. That's what she said. And we're going to be going. Ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Okay, here we go. Make sure you guys share and hit that like button. I see 19 likes, and there's 70 of us in here. We need to get closer to the 70 likes there. All right, let's watch. Someone disliked. Let's watch what happens. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Lane split, lane split, lane split. I think he wasn't on the bike anymore at that point. All right, so what we do there is we watch the full video, and then we go back. So let's go ahead and go back, and there's going to be like a 20-second delay. I'm sorry about that. There's a 20-second delay between the comment, what you see, and all that stuff. But thank you for everybody for doing all this stuff. What's up, Robert? What's up, Ron Davis, Nathan Levi? This is my new favorite series from YouTube. From you, dude. Thanks, man. I'm going to keep trying. It's working really well. It's working really well. So let's watch this and see what happened. So obviously this car is coming out and wanting to switch a ton of lanes. Let's kind of go back to what happened. I used to have Moto Amino Antichrist. I used to, and I used to post all the time, and it just took too much time. I have a Discord, so I have a Discord that pretty much took the place of that, and that works for me. So at this point, when I'm riding, okay, so I'm in the far right lane. I have a lot of space, right? So since I have a lot of space, and I start seeing this car do this thing, I've already done a head check to my left, making sure there's no cars to my left, and I can totally tell at this point this guy's going to go all the way across. Since he's going to go all the way across, I would not try to attempt to swerve to the right. You could definitely tell this guy wants to get into this right turn lane. And this is all this stuff is coming up in a split second, okay? This is all coming up in a split second. But I would definitely swerve left or apply the brakes. He had plenty of time. So he gets hit. So more than likely he's not on the bike anymore. So this isn't a GoPro or an action camera that's on his helmet. This one is actually on the bike itself. So this is how stable bikes are, guys. This is how stable motorcycles are. They will stay up. We're the ones causing the bikes to fall down. So the bike is staying up. It had enough speed to stay up. And as you can tell, this car probably wanted to go into that right turn lane, going across all these lanes and hits one of us. But let's say that you stayed on the bike. Let's say that you stayed on the bike. Now you're in another lane. Now you're in oncoming traffic. So obviously, cars do see a bike coming at them, right? This car sees a bike coming at them. So what's the real issue here when it comes to a car pulling out in front of us, not saying they don't see us? It's all inattentional blindness. They don't see it and they don't pay attention. They see one light. We look further away than we really are traveling the road, so they think they can make it. So when there's a car coming at them, they obviously know how to swerve out of the way. But look how stable this bike is. Didn't even touch these bikes right here. Let's go ahead and scroll back a little bit. Close. But look how much room you really need to evade stuff. So let's say you have to do an escape path with that one car that came out and hit us, and you only have, enough room in between cars, right? You only have enough room between cars. Well, look how much room this bike really needed to have an escape path between these cars. That's how much room you really need. So you don't need to swerve 2 lanes full to get out of somebody's way if somebody's about to go in front of you. So to go back, for this right here, you don't need 2 lanefuls to go across. Right here, I would have swerved. This guy's already going right. I would have swerved left. I know his intentions. That's what you need to understand is you need to know his intentions. And his intentions are definitely not to get into traffic. If his intentions were to merge with traffic and go the same direction as you, he would have went into the first lane. His intention is to get into this far right lane. He's not looking anymore. So at this point, since I understand that driver's behavior, I'm going to swerve left. Because he's going right, he's not going to stop. There's not much to this video other than that. This bike got lucky. So let's watch the next one. Let's kind of go, hey, we got 100 people watching this. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. If you want to help support the channel, make sure you super chat. There's that little monetary symbol. And if you want to know why Jake from State Farm, Rocky Lewis, Nicholas Dubois, and all them look green on the screen, is because they are YouTube members. Click that join button instead of subscribe, and that helps support the channel. Or if you want to go to patreon.com/DanTheFireman, that right there really helps out the channel, and you get a ton of perks. So make sure you swing on by patreon.com/DanTheFireman. Let's watch this one, and we'll diagnose what happened. It's going fast. Ay. Ooh, I think his ankle's broken. 1 second. I think his right ankle's broken. I think I saw it in a split second. So let's go back to the beginning. All right. Let's go ahead and scroll past here. No problem, Jake. I appreciate it. So this guy's having a little bit of fun. This guy's having a little bit of fun. No gear other than a helmet. He's wearing a fluffy coat, regular jeans, and it's a straightaway. He's having fun. Definitely not a place to do it. And I think he might have goggles or glasses or no glasses, so he has no eye protection. This looks like it's a dirt bike helmet on a KTM dirt bike, possibly. Has a Speedo on it, so it might be a dual sport of some sorts. So let's take a look at what happened. So he's getting full gear, no gear, full tuck. So his main goal is speed at this point. So if you're in this position, are you able to really pay attention to what's going on? Thanks, Jay Vega, original ZM. Thank you, Josh Meha, Brian Price, exactly, no gloves, Devin Falk too fast for traffic. And here's the thing, everybody, I would love to hear you guys' comments on what's going on. So keep throwing those out there. I see no gloves, too fast for traffic. I want to see that. That's really good. I'm glad you guys are paying attention to this stuff. Great wear your helmet video. You can hear his helmet slam into the concrete at least 3 times. Yeah, exactly. So you need to have a good helmet. It's very important. So he's pinning it. He's pinning it hard. So no gear. He doesn't have a flat wrist, so he's down like this. So that means that's full. That's full. He full throttle right there. That's 100% open. Okay, you see that right there? So watch his hand. See that hand right there? All right, 1 second. Let me take a sip of my Santan Mr. Pineapple beer. If you would like to support the channel and help me get some more cervezas, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and hit that patreon.com/DanTheFireman button. I'm going to be putting your guys' letters up here. If you guys send me any letters to my P.O. box, I'm going to start pinning them up there. I got a Leo Armory pamphlet right there, so I'm just going to start putting your stuff in there. So West Coast Southern and a few others have sent me some letters, so I'm going to start pinning them. And I ordered some shelves today, so shelves are in the works. So here we go. So watch this. Watch his wrist. I want you to see how he grabs that front brake. This is a problem when it comes to applying the front brake and any brakes. too quickly without enough weight on that front tire. Watch this. Watch. I'm going to do it in slow motion, frame by frame, just so you can see his right hand. Watch how it goes from full 100% throttle to immediately slamming it forward and slamming that front brake and squeezing it super hard immediately. So frame by frame, boom. See how it's reaching forward? Smash. Okay, so now that he smashed it, now that you see that, watch what happens after he slams that front brake. More than likely, he slams that rear brake also. Why didn't he stop? All right, now he's going to do a slow motion for us. I'm going to see if I can pause it right on his foot. No, he's probably just has his foot down. It looked like it's broken, but it could be. But he's definitely not wearing any type of boots. Any type of boots. Those ankles are fully exposed. Fully exposed. Not good, not good. So here's the slow motion. Actually, yeah, let's do slow motion. When you apply those front and rear brakes, any of your brakes, too hard, too fast, with not enough weight on those tires to apply traction to the ground, you're going to slide. Now, you see when you watch this in slow motion, you're going to see the bike move back side to side like a snake. That's the tire moving. So it's moving left. He's trying to compensate by moving the handlebars another way, so he's constantly overcorrecting, not in tune with the bike, and at no point is the bike tires and brakes applying anything other than just locking up. Okay, so definitely not ABS at this point. This is what it looks like if you don't have ABS and you slam those brakes. So watch the bike itself just constantly start rotating. So in this situation, he's pretty screwed. The braking's not going to stop in time. He's not going to stop in time, no matter what. And where is he going to do any type of evasive maneuver? Where's his escape paths? He doesn't have an escape path. I mean, maybe he has one on the shoulder in between the line and then the dirt, but you got to be really good to be able to make it to that and not go off the road in that speed. So the main thing here is what? His speed. His speed is way too fast for what he's going to do. If you need to compensate for possible intersections, that's why you don't go this fast when there's intersections. So let's watch what happens when he slams those brakes. Watch the bike start swallowing, start moving like a snake. See that? See that? See how it's rotating? So we'll go back. Watch it start like moving. See how it's moving? He's trying to compensate for that. No hand. See, this is the one thing that humans do. When you get in a crash or you fall down, the thing that you want to do is put your hands down immediately. Your body, your natural survival instincts say, let me put my arms down. I don't care if my arms break. Let me protect my head and my chest and my internal organs. Yeah, boy. No, that's fine. Gotcha Studio. I got my Yeah Boy t-shirt. If you guys want to check it out, I got my Yeah Boy t-shirts. Yeah. Amazon.com. Dan the Fireman. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, I got my whole page and everything. Yeah, boy. Oh, I love this. So anyways, let me just get out of that. So when you put your hands down, that's why you wear gloves. That's why you need to wear gloves. You need to wear proper gloves. Boom, that's his head. That's his head right there. Let's go back a little bit. So his head smacks. Boom. Okay. Let's watch that one more time. Nathan Levi. Question. Assuming we all made the same mistakes, the only thing I can see to get out of it is to get off the brakes and swerve right. It's a dirt bike. It would take my chances on the dirt. Yeah. If we all made the same mistakes, the only thing that you could probably do is, let's go back, is to swerve to the right. So right here, I'd maintain this line because at this point he starts to see the bike. At least he did in the post-production because he edited it. But I'd probably stay in this line right here. So right here, he did definitely see that. He did definitely see it, so I would move to the right. But here's the thing is that when you apply the brakes and you lock up your tires, you can't turn. If you lock up, you're for the ride now. You're for the ride unless you release those brakes. But that's a problem. Indian Scout or Scout 60. Indian Scout 60 is great. For a beginner, Indian Scout is just as good. It's definitely more power, but you'll definitely love it. I love the Indian Scout. It's a great bike. It's a great bike. So if you guys want to check out the shirt that I'm currently wearing, Yeah Boy t-shirt. There it is right there. Boom, the Yeah Boy t-shirt. Yeah, boy. So yeah, I would definitely, the only thing you would do at this point is to just not be speeding like a dum-dum, because when you speed that fast, there's no way you're going to react in time. So that's very bad. Alright, so let's finish this one up. So the main thing on this one is to not go that fast. That was one of the biggest contributing factors to his crash. And then secondly, locking up the brakes. Thirdly, the car was in the way. So we're gonna watch the next one. If you guys like what we do here and you want to support, swing on by patreon.com/DanandTheFireman. This video is going to get demonetized because we're watching crashes, but we're diagnosing a crash. Alright, so he's checking for traffic. Good for him. Oh, yeah. Oh.
What the hell was that for?
The hell is that for?
Ah, shit. Do you see a fucking stop sign?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was
Shit,
my turn.
get this off me at least.
Get this off him at least. So did his bikes? Let's go back. That was just an unfortunate situation. Wow. So let's see. That's how far can I go? Okay, so let's go with the settings here. Okay, so let's go with the settings here. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's Mr. Barlow Blunts. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this real quick. Hey guys, we have 127 people in here, 128 people in here, and I only got 50 likes. Let's change that up, boys. Let's change that up. Yeah, boys. Also, since we have so many of you guys, this is like probably the highest concurrent viewer stream that I've ever had. So we're gonna do a quick giveaway. You guys ready for a giveaway? The first $20 patron that signs up is going to get a keychain. You're going to get a keychain and a DDFM patron sticker. Just because I have it right here on my desk. First $20 patron to sign up gets to have first senior crew member. So that's the $20 tier. We'll get this right here. Normally you don't get this. I'm actually going to take all my stuff off the shop. That way I could just do giveaways instead of selling. But yeah, definitely swing on by patreon.com/DanandTheFireman. First $20 patron is going to get this. All right, so let's take a look at this. So right here, what I see on the top right is a stop line. So this is a stop. Over here, this is a stop. Let's see. Come on. Okay, so there's another line right here. I see the stop sign. It's hard for you guys to see. There's a stop sign right here, stop sign right here, stop sign right here, and I'm assuming it's a four-way stop. At least it's a four-way stop, okay? So this guy went. So now the way it works is now these people over here should go. It's because it goes clockwise, right? So it should be the people on the left that go, the people across the street should go, the people to the right should go, and then this guy should go. See what happens. Okay, so this guy just went. Nobody on this side up across the street is there to go. So now the people all the way to the right is going to go. So now it's going to be the motorcyclist's turn. So that's why he goes. Okay. So that's why he's like, hey, man, what the F? Why are you going? So he stops. The truck stops. The lady goes. Let's go back a little bit. I'm assuming it's a four-way stop. It's a four-way stop. So the truck starts going, and then as soon as the motorcyclist kind of moves out of the way, the truck decides to keep going, which causes this lady to just focus on, hey, I'm going to go with the flow of traffic and not pay attention. So she goes. Ooh-wee. 122 people. Damn, you guys are insane. So let's go back to diagnose what happened. So this car, we're trying to figure out who's at fault here right now. So this car goes. Escargot. This car goes into the intersection and takes off, okay? So now this motorcyclist is in line. So what this next car to the left should go. The car across the street should go. The car to here then should go after that. Then it's the motorcyclist's turn, okay? So let's see if that's what happens. Okay, this car goes. This car, okay, across the street, but no one's there. So now these two go. So now the motorcyclist is like, oh, I'm going to go. Here's the biggest problem that I have with the way people freaking drive in four-way stops. When people see these two cars, this truck and this car go, what they think is that, oh, they're going, so I'll go. They think it goes like this. They think it goes like this. It doesn't. It's one at a time. Pay attention to that. So for you, the motorcyclist is in the right, 100% in the right. He's following the traffic laws. He's following the traffic laws. These people are going at the same time to go across. That is not how four-way stops work. And that's what the truck and the lady were doing. These two vehicles were going. These two vehicles were going. So the other two vehicles from across from them decided, oh, I'll just go. Watch. See? So look at his it's obvious that he applied the front brake a little too hard. So he's got really powerful front brakes. So I'm looking at the bottom right, a massive yank on that front brake. Yes, the Clerica. But motorcyclist feels it's more important to be correct than safe and went. Yes. So just because it's safe, don't just go. So when that truck decides to go, take your time through the intersection. Make sure it is actually safe. So he full on endos, smashes into the Scion. And let's see. Yep. Looks like the bike lands on top of him. Okay. So let's rewatch the video now with that information that we have. GoPro knocked off.
What the hell was that for? Shit! Did you see that fucking stop sign?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it
Shit,
was my turn.
get this off me at least.
I didn't know it wasn't my turn. That's what she says. She says, I didn't know it wasn't my turn. He's like, did you not see the stop sign? That's perfectly fine. So how are we going to get rid of this situation? Well, first of all, when you go into the intersection, always assume that you're going to get hit. This right here is a sketchy situation. There's so much, to me, this is a lot of traffic for a motorcyclist. There's no protection. So as soon as I saw this truck going, I would not do that. I would not raise my hand up and be like, what's up, man? Right now, I just removed my hand from a control. One of the primary controls of the clutch. I just removed my left hand from the clutch. My right hand is barely working the throttle. I can't really reach over to the brake if I absolutely have to because I don't have enough, I don't have enough stability on the handlebars, so I need both hands. A lot of people give me crap for riding with one hand, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not going through an intersection like this with just one hand. When I go through intersections like this, I ride with both hands because I've already perceiving all this stuff. I would not be too worried about this truck anymore. He's obviously starting to brake. He's starting to slow down because he sees that he made the wrong. But now he's in the intersection, has to get out of the intersection. This is where you need to start thinking about behavior of motorcyclists and car drivers, or basically anybody on the road. You need to think of behaviors. So right now, what I'm thinking is that this guy came out in his truck, he messed up, but now he's in the intersection, so now he's thinking about his own safety. He's like, okay, motorcyclists, go, 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 get out of here so I can go now. I fucked up. I need to make it out of this intersection now. So he starts going after he's clear from the motorcyclist. The lady doesn't see the motorcyclist because she's being blocked by the truck, and she sees the truck going, so she's like, oh, crap, I don't want to miss my turn. I'm in a rush to get home, so I'm going to go. Hey, how you doing, Lies in the Skies? So I'm gonna go home. Motorcyclist just happens to be there. So he's so concerned about the truck. He has target fixation on that truck, and he's being distracted from riding. You're being distracted from riding when you start paying attention to stuff like that. Not good. So what I would do in that situation is be like, okay, you messed up. I would keep my hands down and be like, you messed up. You see me now? Okay, I'm going. Lady would start going and be like, oh, what? Okay. Go. Get out of here. Let me go, or whatever it is. Start working that stuff. Hey, Triumph, how you doing? Jeez, that's so loud. Oh, the first one to get it, Nick Fowler. Nick Fowler is going to get himself a DDFM patron sticker and keychain. Boys, Nick, send me your... You also get a free ebook link because you are... Yeah, boy. Because you just became a patron. So make sure you double check all that stuff. Thank you for becoming a patron, boys. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm so stupid. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I got your information because when you sign up, I get to receive your information. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. I'll be sending that out to you. And for now, for any new $10 or more patrons for the rest of the stream will get a DDFM patron sticker. Any new $10 or more will get a DDFM sticker for the rest of the stream. I'm going to put that out there right now. So let me go ahead, before I forget, I'm going to write down Nick. Let me go ahead and go to my thing, boys. So Nick gets keychain and sticker. I'm writing down a list, so whoever signs up gets it. Know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to this. Thank you, Ice-Map. Oh, you inspired me to enroll in a motorcycle school later this year. I'm saving the money up. Awesome. Good job. That's amazing. So let me go ahead and write down the names while we watch this next one. Oh, this one we're not going to be able to see very well. So there's a crash on the back of the motorcycle, or on the back of that. Let's see. Not much on that one. It's a long video, but we can't see anything.
No brakes, so you got the brake on that side.
Let's watch this one. Yeah, the camera forgot to wear earplugs. All right, this is just some insane riding. Put your feet back up. It's fun. Don't get it wrong. It's fun until that happens. Huh, that's an interesting one. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to write down Nick's name. There you go, boys. Nick Fowler. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. So where these guys are riding. So what it looks like happened. See how bumpy that was? Let's go back. Let's go back.
Brake on that side.
Look at the road. Watch the road. See how the taillights bounce up and down, bounce up and down, bounce up and down. And you see this guy on the left of this new motorcyclist? So this guy right here seems pretty unstable. He has his feet out. So this is what I was talking about when I said beginner mistakes is having your feet down. Having your feet down is a no-go. Do not have your feet down when you're riding. You get more stability on the bike when you have your feet on the pegs, okay? See, watch that. See how bumpy it is? Definitely looks like a pothole. A pothole and some brakes. You see how he's applying the brakes a lot? So there's no brakes. There's brakes. No brakes. Brakes. Yeah, TriumphBabe is another vlogger. Oh, wait, no, you're not a vlogger? I thought you were a vlogger. You make videos. You make the videos. So once again, guys, if you sign up and you become a veteran crew member, a $10 member, you get a DDFM patron sticker for the stream. If you're watching this on the rebroadcast, it's not you're not going to get a sticker for it, but you definitely get a bunch of perks. So anyways, so there's brakes right here. So the one thing there's a few things here. There's a few variable factors. Let me get situated over here. I get so excited I keep pushing the chair. All right, so it's nighttime. It's in an alley. So nighttime, it's in an alley, so there's no real escape paths, no shoulders. Terrible road conditions, and guys riding around like dum-dums, okay? All right. A little bit of a bump. Hits that pothole and slams that front brake. So poor training. So he didn't avoid this. He didn't avoid the road hazard. It's at night, so you can't see. So maybe you should be, focused on not riding around fast and you need to pay attention to the road hazards. So the main factors here are road hazards, which is the pothole. It's at night, so conditions, the setting. And then basically where you're riding, you don't have anywhere to go. You can't escape to the right. You got a wall there. You can't escape to the left. You got debris in a wall there. So it's a big issue there. So when you're doing this, if you have to ride this road at night during all this stuff, the one thing that you can do is slow down and keep your eye on the road. And if your lights aren't that good, you should not be riding out at night until you get upgraded lights. That's what I did. I hate riding at night. So I got an LED Daymaker headlight for my Sportster. Make sure you guys hit that like button, boys. Yeah, he can swerve cars, but he can't swerve a pothole. Exactly. All right. Should have hit the horn instead of revving. No, you should have evaded that. There you go. Or swerved or brake. Landed on my boobs.
You alright, mate? I'm so sorry. You okay?
My ankle's a bit hurt, but as long as the bike's all fine.
Alright, let's get yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
It's a
sorry.
little
I've
grom.
biked for 15 years myself.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
I'm so sorry. Let me get you out.
No. It's like it was already like that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I think I'm alright. Just,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, it's alright.
It was already like that, so that means he's dropped it before. What's up, JT Southern Fry, boys? Let's watch that again. Let's watch the actual incident. So the guy is actually very apologetic. Okay, what kind of situation is this? Okay. So about right here, I can see it with the blurriness. Let's go back a little bit more. All right, yeah. All right, so right now I'm switching lanes, okay? I'm switching lanes. This is why you really don't want to be passing at a pretty good speed. These people are stopped. My thing is that when I see this, like, if I was a car driver in that line, I want to do my best to squeeze out and go to the next lane. I do not want to be stuck behind this this giant ass bus, right? I do not want to be stuck behind the bus. So I'd be a little bit worried about this. So as a motorcyclist, I need to be thinking that the cars want to do that. So when I switch into this lane, because I'm actually technically in the middle lane, or in the far right lane, I'm going to turn into my left lane, which is the bus lane. So I understand that, I think this is Great Britain or something like that. you can lane filter. So this is not the United States. You can lane filter. So that's probably what these people are doing. But at this point, it's a little bit blurry, and I can see that van that's going to hit him. I see that he's turned slightly, and his tires are turned. And I don't know if you guys can see that, probably because it's on my screen. It's a little bit better than the stream itself. But his tires are turned. So that right there should indicate that he wants to come into my lane. His behavior, his intention is to turn. Why is he turned like that when he should be in his lane, right? To me, that should be throwing up some red flags. So for me, I would slow down. There's at no point am I ever in the street or in the road when there's a bunch of traffic and I'm trying to just go around people like crazy. I ride super defensively, and here's the main thing I want everyone to understand is ride defensively. Ride defensively 100% of the time if you can. But know how to be aggressive when you have to be. So ride defensively, but know how to be aggressive. And when I say no, I mean have the skills to be aggressive. So understand, you can only be so defensive all the time. So if a car comes out like this, your defensiveness should be put you in a position where you don't have to slam the brakes, you don't have to swerve. But if you have to, you need to know how to do these things. You need to know how to swerve. You need to know how to be, quick on the wrist with the throttle. You need to be quick on the brakes, but know how to progressively squeeze the brakes. You need to know all that stuff, okay? See, right here, this is what I don't like, guys. This is why I don't think you guys should be doing this. Do not be revving. Why? How is he revving? I want everyone to think about it real quick. How is he revving his bike and raising his RPMs using the throttle, but he's not going anywhere? He's not like doing wheelies. He's not, jerking the bike or anything. What is he doing? Right? What is he doing? He's pulling in the clutch, right? So he's pulling in the clutch, using the throttle. So what is he doing? He removed all power to the rear wheel. He's basically coasting right now. He's not swerving. He's not braking. So he's pulling all power from the rear wheel, and he's doing nothing else. He's doing nothing else. Yeah, the Clerica above about 60 miles per hour siren, you outrun your siren. So he's pulling in the clutch. He's pulling in the clutch. Why isn't he swerving? He's using one primary control, which is the clutch. He's using the second primary control, which is the throttle. But he's not braking. He's not swerving. So right here, this is something that people see on YouTube all the time. It's like just rev bomb them. Rev bomb. Everyone likes to rev bomb people. Why aren't you swerving? This would have been a better situation if he swerved out of the way. Right here, being an aggressive at this point, being aggressive because you're now in this situation. So ride defensively all the time, but if you have to, ride aggressively. So in this situation, instead of pulling in that clutch, I would have applied more throttle. If I felt like I could make it, I would have applied more throttle and swerved. I would have cut it really close to that curb and try to make it around this guy. Or I would have applied the brakes. Right now on his speedometer, it says 24. I'm assuming that's kilometers an hour. So 24 kilometers an hour. 24 kilometers. Jeez, I need to start learning this stuff. 15 miles an hour. 15 miles an hour. He's going 15 miles an hour. I can stop on a dime almost at 15 miles an hour. Especially with the amount of time he had, I could have stopped completely in emergency braking at 15 miles an hour if he would have just stopped. He saw it well in advance. So let's take a look at where he saw it. I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count, okay? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. He had 3 seconds since the moment he rev bombed. I didn't count the moment he saw, because I can't tell about the moment he saw. Because I bet you he saw it like about right here. He saw the situation. I would have started slowing down. Yeah, so I could have stopped. And that's because I had the training. So this is where the training really comes into to that situation. You guys really need to get the training. He saw it happening, so he did the search, evaluate. He executed the wrong thing. Yeah, space. You think it's miles per hour? Well, even if it's 24 miles per hour in the UK, then it's still... It can still stop at that speed.
I'm so sorry. You okay?
His ankle.
My ankle's a bit hurt, but as long as the bike...
Is it?
I'm alright.
I
Yeah,
ride a bike for 15 years myself.
yeah, that wasn't good. No. It's like it was already like that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I think I'm alright. Just,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, it's alright.
Apply the brakes. All right, so let's watch this. It's a roundabout. Okay. Oh. I muted because I swore quite a bit. Okay. Oh, we had a passenger. Let's go back a little bit.
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure. This is the problem with having a bad camera angle. Looks like he's riding a KLR. All right, that's a bad one to watch because there's nothing I can't figure out. You had a passenger. All right, let's watch this one. Oh, it's a dual view. This is perfect. Might be able to use this one for a while. Oh.
Okay.
Stay calm. Good.
You good?
Yeah.
Check on him.
You good?
Last second. I saw it right there. Last second he did something.
Shit.
Okay. Good video. I like this one. This one we can actually play around with a little bit. Okay, let's get back to it. All right. So, 2 views. This is why I like this one. You got 2 views, you got 2 cameras, and it's a pretty easy one. All right. So, first of all, let's take a look real quick at his gear. He's got full gear. Wonderful. Love it. I can tell he has motorcycle boots on. The pants might not be motorcycle rated, but his jacket, his gloves, and his helmet definitely is. I don't know if he has any eye protection. He has his visor up. That is what you call a low slide, everybody. That is a low slide. Now, we'll go to his point of view. But if you want to see from this guy's point of view, come on. All right. So the proper position on here is that they're doing okay. But you notice one thing here. They both started roughly in the same spot. But who do you think is paying attention? I think the guy with the camera is paying attention because he sees the traffic ahead slowing down. He's in a better spot to see around this truck. So he can actually see 4 to 12 seconds ahead. The guy on the right can't. So the guy that has the camera right now is able to slow down and start giving himself a space cushion. Space cushion is very important. And one thing that I don't know if he's a new rider, but this is a new bike. At least to him. This is a paper license plate. At least I think so. Yeah, that's a paper license plate. So this is a brand new bike to him. So I don't know if he's a new rider or it's just a new bike. If he's a new rider, it can explain some of it. But he does have some good gear if he's a new rider. So let's say he is a new rider. Okay, let's say he is a new rider. It's very good of him to get gear. It's very good of him to get gear before he starts really riding. Okay? So that's why I say get gear when you get your bike, when you start riding, because you never know what's going to happen. So the motorcyclist with the camera slowed down to give himself and maintain that space cushion. This motorcyclist didn't speed up. He actually just maintained his speed, his original speed. This is where you need to go with the flow of traffic. So the truck up ahead, it's hard to tell. There's no brake lights on right now. Now there's brake lights. So the motorcyclist that has the camera, what's up, Casey? What's up, Casey, boys? So the motorcyclist that has the camera, he starts slowing down. The other guy's not paying attention, or the other guy doesn't see it. See how the motorcyclist behind us has maintained his space cushion? This motorcyclist didn't. And last second he sees the brake lights. Last second he sees the truck not maintaining his speed but slowing down. So what he does is he applies the brakes way too hard, too quickly, everybody. Way too quickly. Jay Vega, I would get the, let's see. Let me check, boys. I would get this one. Come on. There we go. I would get that one. So he saw it too late. He applied the brakes too hard. The tires lost traction. It dumped. But take a look at what happened to his head. This is why I tell you guys to wear gear. His head immediately, because his hands are still on the handlebars. Boom. Ow. Full face helmet. He probably hit his chin. Probably hit the side of his chin. Hit the side of his head. Nice bounce up. Concussion. Easily. Now he's sliding. Look at it. It's his shoulder too. So it's his head and shoulder and elbow. That is why there's shoulder protection in gear. That is why there's elbow protection in your gear. And then he slides pretty good. His knees are banging on the ground. That's why there's protection in the knees. So his knees are probably hurting. His hands are probably hurting. And yeah, luckily he was able to stand up. But one other thing that I looked at. Let's go back a little bit. One other thing. Imagine this white car. This white SUV, let's imagine they're back a little bit. Let's say they're about a second behind this motorcyclist up ahead. How far into the other lane did this guy go? Imagine if that white SUV was like right here. Boom, ran over his head. So he got very lucky. Very lucky. It was just a simple low slide. And he's wearing gear. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, head. Guys, if you'd like to support the channel, swing on by patreon.com. We're running a little special right now. If you are signed up today during the stream as a $10 crew member or more, you will be getting a DDFM patron sticker. So far, we have one person. We have Nick with a keychain and sticker today. So, Nick, you're going to be getting that after the stream once I get your information from Patreon. But if you become a $10 crew member, you will get that. Or you can help support the channel by sharing or super chatting. It's up to you. Everything helps. So, yeah, let's watch this guy's point of view now. Oh, before we can jump into that. So, before we jump into that, okay, so it's not a new license plate. Okay, so it's not a new license plate. Let's just assume it was, though. Okay, so as another rider in the group, now your job is to obviously kind of take care of the situation, okay? Your job is not just there to watch and everything, because you could definitely help out your buddy. So what he does is he's like, okay, situation kind of stopped. The bike I don't really care about. Buddy, you okay? You sure you're okay? And let's get things out of the way. That's what he does, and that's really good.
Okay.
He's kind of calm about it.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
So let's go back a little bit. He got his jacket at Cycle Gear. That's cool. It's a built jacket. Okay. So this guy's point of view, watch, he doesn't react. So you can actually see the brakes. I'll count how many seconds from when he's applied the brakes till the moment the truck applies the brakes until the moment the motorcyclist applies the brakes. 1 second, here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, Clayton. Just got a bike. My first bike in February. Wasn't wearing any gear, sadly. Had a driver below a stop sign on me. I broke my knee, and I'm getting back up now. I got a Harley Iron 883. Oh, Bighorn Kevin. Bighorn Kevin with the super chat. It's gonna pop up soon. Thank you, Bighorn Kevin. I like these videos. I like you. Thank you for the email, man. We're gonna hopefully be getting a video out. Send me a nice email. We're gonna hopefully work together on it. It'd be kind of cool. But it gave me a bunch of bullet points for a long trip to Sturgis, like how to do it. Sturgis is coming up what, in September? So you say you give 6 months. So I gotta make that video quick because there's not enough time for people to plan in 6 months. They got 4 months to plan. So I'm gonna be working pretty hard on that. Thank you, Bighorn Kevin, boys. So this guy got very lucky, very lucky. This is a good video to watch. Very good video to watch. See right there, I would not worry about my visor. I know on instinct that's what's happening. Get out of the road, guys. If that happens, get out of the road. All right, let's watch this one. Woo! A little bit too much throttle, whiskey throttle. That's all, as simple as that. A little bit too much throttle. If that ever happens, guys, if you get too much throttle, if you feel like you're getting out of control, and you still have both hands on those handlebars, all right, grab that clutch. Squeeze that clutch in all the way. When you squeeze that clutch all the way, it removes all power to the rear wheel. It doesn't matter how much you twist that throttle. If you have that clutch in, if your clutch cable is not broken, if you have the clutch in, no power is going to go to the rear wheel. So it will stop that. Okay. First week in August. Oh, wow, I'm wrong. See you later, Dan. Thank you for stopping by, boys. Thank you. So if you ever get like any type of whiskey throttle situation, like too much, you give it a little bit too much. Oh, look at that. His helmet wasn't even on. His helmet's over here. Latch that helmet, everybody. Your helmet's not gonna fly off if you latch it. All right, guys, having a little bit of fun. Looks like he's wearing full gear. He's got some skill. Okay. Oh. Decreasing radius. Yeah. That was a decreasing radius turn. All right. So he's wearing full gear. He's got full leathers. You can tell he's got either a 1 or 2 piece leather suit. I can see it in the mirror. You can see it has a little puck on his shoulder. And he's got some good leathers. He's got some good gloves. And he's obviously probably got a good helmet. Was here a stream or 2 ago, but just want to say thank you, Dan. You and Matt answered a lot of my questions. I bought my first bike Yamaha Bolt this weekend. Congrats, Steven, boys. Congrats. I'm in the gym while working out. Yeah, I need to start working out. So right here, he's maintaining a very good turn. But the turn itself changes. It changes into a decreasing and increasing radius. It's just like, it's so funky. That's the problem with racing out in the mountains. So it increases. And he just lost it. So it was a decreasing radius turn. Even so, maybe a little bit too fast, a little bit of gravel. There could have been some gravel on the turn. You see how he's maintaining the turn? So he's maintaining a good line. So this is roughly the line he maintains the whole time. Okay? This is the line he maintains the whole time, and then all of a sudden you see the gap go between his mirror and the double yellow. That means the road, either the road turned into a decreasing radius, or he was going too fast for the turn and he started going wide. Either way, it wasn't good. Too much speed. See right here. Decrease. Boom. That's got to hurt.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Low slide. Alright, let's see. I think
Yeah.
the reasoning behind that probably is the light. You could barely see it. The light was green, now it's yellow. The light's yellow. Way outside on the turn to me. Yeah, he went really too wide. He increases throttle. It's slight, but it's there. Okay. So Nathan, you saw the increase in throttle for the last guy. So yeah, that could have increased the outside pressure. It could have made him push out a little bit more. Made him stand up just a little bit. Adding throttle there because he can see the exit, but the road is tightening, so he increases his lean angle. Throttle and lean is bad combo. Yeah, he's already using up all the traction he possibly had on those tires for that turn. And when you just add more, it just sometimes it's you don't have enough. So this light right here is turning yellow for these people, and this guy slows down, but this guy sees a little bit too late, applies the brakes a little too hard, just like that truck and that guy, and low slides.
Oh shit!
Not wearing full gear. That's a high side. For those that are wondering what that was a high side. Broken. That's broken. Alright. A little too fast, and I think he found his... Okay, so right here it says do not enter. These are do not enter signs. And he's going into this turn way too quick. This is a turn that he was not anticipating for. I think he thought he can keep going straight. Nope. Off to the right. All right, so begin one way. It's a bridge. Look at that. It's a bridge, everybody. There's a bridge with a wall, and you got to make that turn. Now, he probably could have made that turn if he didn't slam the brakes so hard, and he just kind of slowed down with the brakes and then ease into the turn. But he didn't. This sign right here, the one with the hash marks, that right there lets you know that there is an obstacle. So that right there is letting you know that there's a bridge right here. Okay? So he probably didn't see this do not enter sign, and he didn't know the road very well. So if you don't know the road very well, why are you speeding? Okay? Why are you speeding? Let's go back to that. That's a low slide right there, just so you guys can see. Too much brake, too much front brake, turned on the tire, put your foot down. Easily could break something. Looks like a women rider. Looks like she's wearing leggings and a... See, he thinks he's setting up for this turn to go left. You see that? He's setting up to go turn. Watch. So he's turning right to go turn this right here. And you see him go to the outside to start turning left. And he's like, oh, crap, it's a freaking one-way. You know, it's a do not enter. Oh, crap. So now he's trying to make the right, too much speed, gets launched. The sign's telling you to stay left? No, I don't think so. So begin one way, and that's a do not enter sign. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, it's a do not enter sign. Do not enter. So you do not enter. That's what that one is. And then begin one way. Or are you talking about the okay. To stay left. Are you talking about the hash mark? Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see. Boom, boom. He was going way too fast. Yellow, black is staying stay left. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. Look where you want to go.
Sérieusement?
Was he supposed to do that? Was he supposed to stop? I'm trying to figure out the rules of... Okay, so it's a stay left sign. Okay, well, there you go. I learned something. I learned something today. So is he supposed to, like, merge into the right? Like, he just cut across, right? Is that what he's supposed to do? Or is the person that came in, is that red car supposed to yield? Somebody help me out with that one. But I definitely wouldn't have stopped right there. He just cut somebody off. I would have avoided the pedestrian, but at that point, you should definitely not just stop. Anonymous, boys, we just hit 310. I think we just hit 310, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, yeah. Who are you? Why does it say anonymous? It's Nathan. Nathan signed up. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, red card, yield sign.
Sérieusement?
Alright, so those yellow chevrons. Oh, don't put the foot down. Don't put the foot down. Oh, I think we saw this one. That's a new rider. That's definitely a new rider. Okay, let's read what this guy says. Okay. Almost a year ago, I published a video called A Biker Story where I explained my accident and how it happened. I had to delete it since a lot of people commented the video saying a bunch of stuff like, it was your fault, or I saw your video and now you're just riding just with a t-shirt on. Are you dumb? Now let's share the video again and explain a couple of things before I was overtaking a queue. Oh, is this for a different video? Here it's... Okay, yeah, that's not for this video. Kawasaki Vulcan S, that's a great bike, man. Thanks, Nathan. Nate Dog. Nate Dog signed up. Thanks, Nate Dog. We got 310 patrons. Thank you so much. All right, so let's watch this one again. Okay, you see that foot down? So everybody. This is another reason why I say, and I think it was in my beginner mistakes video, one of them, anyways, out of like the 30 I have. Do not put your foot down. Do not put your foot down in a turn. It's not going to help you. It's just going to catch the gravel. You see his foot? You see his foot here? Now, these are chevron signs. Bickor and Kevin can definitely help me out on that. This means it's a sharp turn. There's also a left turn arrow here, and it's a sharp turn. It's going to have a recommended speed on that, but this is definitely a sharp turn. Hence, I keep saying sharp turns. So, pay attention, everybody. Do not put your foot down. He's going too fast for this speed or for this turn, so just slow down. So he's trying to make the turn, and one of the natural reactions is to lean the bike really hard. Well, he's leaning the bike really hard, but he's not confident in his skill, so he's putting his foot down thinking the bike's going to fall down. And Big Horn Kevin, yeah, so I get a bunch of dirt bikers in class, and yeah, they do that a lot. I have to keep reminding them not to do that on the road. Because at the end of the day, you need your foot on that peg to help out. You need that. You need to counter steer. You need to move the body. So you definitely need to watch out for that. So he went a little bit wide. That's what happened there. New rider. He's in the front. He should be in the front because he should be dictating the pace. But honestly, he's probably with his buddy and wants to show off. So this is one of the issues with group riding is that you just kind of want to show off a little bit. Don't do that, guys. Do not show off. Do not don't think to yourself, hey, I'm going to keep up. I'm going to make it to where my buddy's going to have a nice ride. He's not going to be bored behind me. At this point, if I was the more experienced rider and I was in the back and my friend was new and he's just starting to ride, at no point am I like, I'm out here to go race and do some fun shit. You know what I mean? I'm not there for that. If I wanted to do that, I'd go ride by myself if I really wanted to go speed like crazy, which I don't. But if I was out with a new rider, first thing and the second thing and the third thing and the 10th thing I'd be telling them before we even head out, I'd be like, you ride your ride, I'll be behind you, and it might look like I'm bored and I'm like moving left and right and stuff, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm probably, listening to music, and I'm just, thinking out loud. You do you. You take your time. If you want to take a slow turn, I'm paying attention to you. I'll slow down. Don't worry about me. Take care of yourself. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. A little too fast. Oh, hit his head. Slammed in his head. Good thing he had a helmet. Probably embarrassed. All right. Doesn't matter if there's an indicator or not, everybody. Does not matter. I know this is a pretty shitty situation. This car is definitely at fault. But it's pretty much edited to the point where you can't see much what happened beforehand. So I don't know if this car tried to make a super wide turn. I don't know if this guy is supposed to be passing. There's not much to go off on this one. Not much to go off on that one. Not much to go off on it, but what I see is that there's nobody in this lane. Let's figure it out. I think he's passing. I don't think this is a one-way road. Anybody want to help me out with this one? If anybody knows anything about kind of where this situation looks like it. So yeah, Soupy Gnome, to me it looks like it's a two-way road. To me it looks like it's a two-way road. I'm going to watch it again. It's a one-way road. Yeah, he was passing. But when I see if it's a one-way road, then why isn't he... It's not a one-way road because there's a stop sign right there. There's a stop sign. It's a two-way. Huh. It's a two-way road. That's weird. I mean, I already know what he shouldn't have done. Jake from State Farm, see you later, man. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's go to the description. Now I want to show you the video game and explain a couple of things here. I was overtaking a queue. Oh, sorry, I didn't even read this part. I thought I read the other one. I was overtaking a bunch of cars which was moving, and there was a dotted line between the two lanes. So what I was doing was completely legal, at least here in Switzerland. The car turned left with no turn signal and cut me off. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. First of all, so it's legal passing. It's a two-way road. Okay. All right. All right, I figured it out. Okay. So what I was doing was completely legal. That is a defensive statement. And I'm going full on like... Guys, you have to remember. I analyze everything. I analyze everything. Okay, that's what I did. I analyzed every single word that a patient would say. I analyze the body language they would use it in. I analyze like their facial movements. I analyze, you know, whether they're speaking to me or speaking to somebody, how they speak differently. I analyze everything. I analyze written statements. I analyze everything, and I really like dig deep into it. Okay, so when he just to even make, let's go back a little bit, just to make this where he has to preface it with this, is that okay? So he feels like he knows he did something wrong. Everyone's calling him out on it, and then. One second, let me go ahead and go forward. And then he wants to show us the video again and explain a couple of things. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So what he was doing was completely legal in Switzerland, which is completely fine. But is it the safest thing to do in that situation? Is it the safest thing to do in that situation? I don't care if it's legal. I do not care if it's legal. Is it safe to do in that situation? I don't care if they didn't have a turn signal. I don't care about any of that stuff. You have to understand that a car is that they might turn. That was not a good move. Yeah, exactly. It was not a good move to pass in that situation. I would have just waited. If you notice, there's nobody in front of that car. Just wait a little bit and then pass when it's absolutely safe. So this is the only part. This is the only part where he started the video. So hey, Bighorn Kevin, your picture's up there at the very top. If I post something that I'm not. I'm kind of embarrassed about, I'll post the whole thing. I'll give the full context of the situation. So when I got pulled over by the cops doing something completely illegal, I passed on a double yellow. Completely illegal. I was speeding and passing double yellow. I left it all in. I left absolutely all in. So it's embarrassing, but that's what you have to do. So here, I don't know if these cars are in a group with that car that turned left. And I don't care if they don't use a turn signal. It's not safe to pass right here. And obviously his buddies that he's riding with, or if they're not his buddies, if they're just other motorcyclists, they chose not to pass. See, watch. Look at all the friends that he has, or all the people that are riding motorcycles with that group of cars. Watch this when we go back. All right, so take a look. There's another motorcyclist here. A motorcyclist way back here. They are not lane filtering. They're not lane splitting. This motorcyclist is behind the van. This motorcyclist is behind the car. What's up, Toby Max? How you doing? So they're not lane filtering because they probably understand that's a little bit dangerous. When you get in an accident like this, it's one thing to admit, don't admit fault in an accident. That's something I'm going to talk about in how to survive a motorcycle accident. Don't admit fault, obviously, because of insurance and everything. But at least to yourself, be a little humble about it and learn from it. Don't be like, well, it was just the motorcyclist's fault. I was doing something completely illegal. Well, that's fine. Okay. But you're the one that got in a crash and you possibly got hurt, and this guy's probably just missing a bumper that can get fixed. One's if you broke your bones. One's if you had internal bleeding. One's if you got T-boned at a higher speed. You're doing something legal. Doing something legal. Does it matter? See you later, Rocky. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, he was a little bit impatient, jumped the gun. Just because something's legal does not mean you should do it. Okay, it's completely legal to do a bunch of stuff. In Utah, it just passed. So if any of you guys are from Utah, they just passed lane filtering in the state of Utah. It's going to be in effect, I think, at the end of the month. And just because it's legal doesn't mean you should do it 100% of the time. If there's a situation where it's not safe, do not do it. Do not do it if it's not safe. Just because it's legal is not a good excuse. It's not a good excuse. Yeah, Big Orange Kevin. So you read the situation for what it's at. Read the situation for what it's at. Kevin Woodman, how you doing? Harley Biker in LA, man. Guys, I really want to travel. I really want. JT Sutherland with Southern Fried. JT Southern Fried with the donation, boys. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat. Most recent super chat, JT Southern Fried. The top super chatter so far this month is Rogue Wolf. And the latest YouTube member, which he said he just called it a night. Everyone, I'm sure he's already gone, but say bye to Rocky Lewis. He was our most recent YouTube member. And just a shout out real quick to the newest subscriber, Jeremiah Underhill. That's going to change pretty quick because I get a lot of subscribers. Got my subscriber count button thing. I get a lot of them during these streams. But thank you. Thank you for the super chat, bruh. Bruh. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But if you want to help support the channel, if you want me to get closer to the 500 patron goal, at 500 patrons, I'm gonna be traveling. I'm gonna be traveling the country. Exactly, Jake K. I'm gonna do America series. I'm gonna come out and train you guys, and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna hold some classes for you for free. But I'll be doing that at 500 patrons. So if you want to get me closer to that Patreon goal, you get a ton of perks for even $1 a month. You get a ton of perks, but you get more and more and more the higher you go, obviously. But you get access to the DDFM crew manual, bunch of exercises. And so far for the stream, I'll be streaming for 30 more minutes. For every $10 patron that signs up during the stream in the next 30 minutes, you'll be getting a DDFM patron sticker. This is something that you don't get. You can't buy it. You can't buy these stickers, and you don't normally get. But for this stream, and I'm going to start doing giveaways with all the merch I have. I'd rather do that than just sell them outright. So we're going to do giveaways. So for any $10 patron, you'll be getting that. Nick Fowler is going to get a keychain and a sticker because he's signed up, and he's a senior crew member, boys. Greetings from West Texas oil fields, Manny. Kevin Woodman, I'm a new writer. I would love to see you do something about lane splitting. I think Motojitsu did one. I think Motojitsu. He's from California, so he has more information about lane filtering. Definitely check out Motojitsu, man. He's in San Diego, I believe. Very smart dude, man. Very smart dude. Highly recommend him. Dan, would you filter to stay safe even though it's illegal in 48 out of the 50 states? Lady Luck, I wouldn't, and here's why. Is because those 48 out of those 50 states, even all 50 states, even California and now Utah, the drivers don't know what the heck a lane filtering is. It's not common. So even if I do it safely myself, a car doesn't care. The car doesn't know that there's a motorcyclist that's going to come up between cars. So even though it's almost safe for me not to get rear-ended, hey, Jake Kentucky, boy, you're going to get yourself a sticker. I'm writing your name down right now. Jake Kentucky, DDFM patron sticker. Boom. Got you, boys. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so awesome. Thank you for the support. We're getting closer and closer and closer to the 500 patron. Yeah. Oh, want to dip my 883 tank. Do you recommend it? Are you talking about Plasti Dip? Later, Austin. Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Roy Walls? How you doing? Eric Erickson. Anytime for all the beginner tips, man. You're welcome. I Plasti Dip my gas tank. I Plasti Dipped it. But the moment you get any type of hydrocarbons like oil, like gasoline, like if you're filling up your tank, you get a little drop of gasoline on your Plasti Dip tank, it's going to start peeling off. It's going to bubble up and peel off. So that's going to be an issue, and I wouldn't recommend it just for that. But it's fun to do. I did it. It was really cool to see a different color in my gas tank, but that's it. Jake K, thank you, boy. You're going to get yourself a DDFM patron sticker. And on top of that, whenever I do live stream edits, you're going to get access to that. So make sure you download the Patreon app, bruh. Download the Patreon app because you're going to get a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah, Ramiro, I recommend it to see a different color. I don't recommend it for long-lasting. That's a high side. Ooh, that's a high side. You hear him? He said high-sided. All right, so everybody wanted to hear what a high side is. So real quick, while this, I found a picture. It's a really good explanation. High side versus low side. Let's see. There's a good picture of it. Let's see. Open image. Oh, I thought I saw a good picture of it. So that's a high side. We've been watching low sides this whole time. That's a high side. Yeah, vinyl wrap is fun. Lane filter where nobody knows about it. Drivers will try to squeeze you in. Exactly. So this is a high side, everybody. So what happens is the tires lose traction. You start the low slide. All of a sudden, the tires grab traction, which will stop the bike, but your body still has momentum, and you fly over. So not only do you crash where you're at, but now you get launched. And that's why high sides are very dangerous, because you get launched and you go far, and then you have a massive impact. This is high side.
Oh!
That's a high side.
Oh! Oh!
And that's relatively low speed. Some people do it like at 80 miles an hour on a road, and then they launch into a car. So. Toby Max, that's what happened to you? Hope you're doing all right, man. 75 miles an hour.
God damn it. Oh, fuck me.
Probably knocked the air out of him.
I'm stopping.
That's a bird. Yeah, stop, dude.
Holy shit. A stick. He threw it right to my chest.
Oh, he launched a stick up. That's a freak accident. There's nothing you can do about that.
He shattered
Yeah, he's got to do. Is that a do it with Dan? Brick Reservoir rap.
my windscreen.
Is that a do it with Dan? Is that do it with Dan? It's got to be painful.
Oh, fuck.
Just turn the bike off. Original ZM leather or textile, any budget? I don't know any budget ones offhand. I would get textile if you're worried about heat, like if it's too hot. Leather is really good in cold weather though. That's where I would go. So I'm gonna try to see what happens here. Okay. Stupid play button. So the motorcyclist up front runs over a stick and it gets launched up, goes right through the windscreen and hits him right in the chest. It's a freak accident. There's not much you could do about that. Now, luckily it hit him in the chest, not the head, and knock him out. That's pretty much where you're at with that one. There's not much on this one. That's a freak accident. Sometimes that shit just happens. Freak accidents just happen. He held the bike pretty good, though. He didn't stop.
I'll meet you down there. God damn.
This is a track, full gear, so that's good. Already, I'm fine with this. If he crashes, he crashes. Almost high-sided that. Oh! Got a little bit of flamage. That's called the flashpoint of gasoline.
And last but not
A little bit of a. The reason why it's not consistently flaming up is that it's just the vapors that caught the flashpoint. So probably a lot of friction from the ground caused the the gasoline vapors to ignite. So what you see is that he starts to low slide, then the tires grab traction a little bit, then it loses traction, grabs traction, loses traction, and the guy finally falls off. But it almost happened to where he almost high-sided this one. So just watch him how it, like, you can tell when the tires grab traction. Like, it just starts doing this. Just for that split second.
and last but not least,
last but not least. Oh, shit. Some of these are just very easy to figure out. Oh, that's an expensive bike. That's an expensive bike.
I just totally looped it out. Well, I got to have this thing taken to the dealership now because it's all messed up.
That was a Ducati, what, Hypermotard? That thing's trashed now. I don't see any frame sliders. If you're going to be doing wheelies and stuff, definitely get frame sliders, guys. And I mentioned in a video, well, you guys haven't seen it yet. I'm editing it right now, but I talk about frame sliders. Definitely get frame sliders, guys. If you have the money for it. If you have money for a bike, get frame sliders.
And last but not least,
wear gear also. Regular shoes, regular jeans. Yeah, those are expensive.
yeah, I'm good. I just totally looped it out. Well, I got to have this thing taken to the dealership now because it's all messed up.
Too wide. That was a close one.
Too fast, man.
At that point, when you have a pucker factor, just slow down, dude. He's gonna crash now. You probably got super close that last one. It's going too fast. There it is. Called it. I already knew. Wow. Okay, the bike is trash. Don't worry about the bike. Check your buddy, dude.
You're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you saw the phone too, Michael? Yeah, I saw the phone too. What did I tell you guys about having stuff in your pockets? Let's go back. You saw that. I wasn't going to mention anything. Yeah, the phone in his pocket. What did I say about anything in your pocket? It can be used as a leverage. It could be used as leverage and apply pressure to that femur right there, and could easily break your femur in a crash. So you got very lucky.
Yeah, I'm good.
So this next video,
This
go ahead and
thing.
skip that. So this next video, you hear the guy behind. So she's the newest rider. She's the inexperienced rider. Which is great because she's in the front. She's in the front, but she's pushing herself. This is a group that looks like they're pushing themselves. It's not a good area. Is this scratches or is this decal on his chin? But she's pushing herself, and you can tell in this next turn, this first turn, this guy that has the camera is like freaking out because she went really wide. Right here, watch. Pucker factor. At this point, this is why whenever you're riding with like a new rider, this is why when I went riding with my wife, and she went wide on a turn, I made sure we had voice communications. This is why investing in voice communication, especially if this is a friend of yours or your girlfriend or your wife, just spend the extra money. I mean, if you're gonna be riding this close anyways, you can definitely get away with a few other things. So I mean, like you can get like a cheap one to where you only need like 100 yards or 300 yards, 400 yards, or I think they do it in meters. You don't need like 6 miles. You could get away with one that's like half a mile. Okay, this way you can. If I was the rider behind, I would be telling her, hey, slow down, slow down, slow down. You went wide on that one. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Apply more counter steering, and you see that in my video when I'm riding with Nikki. Actually, I don't know if you see that in my video because I actually talked A motos with Matt. Actually, I think I probably didn't do that one. So the second one, that's why I called it out. I was like, man, she's gonna crash. She's gonna crash. So the second one, she went wide again.
Oh, too fast, man.
You hear that? So watch. So he's already freaking out. He already knows that, you know, this is not good. So he's the more experienced rider. He's taking her out. As you as the experienced rider need to understand that and make sure that if you're going to be going out and riding, do not go to a canyon like this. Do not go to a canyon like this. And if you are doing that, then make sure it's nice and easy and have communications. Very, very important. See right here. He's freaking out.
Too fast, man.
Too fast. She said too fast. So she does it again. You see her line selection? It was okay, but... Good helmet. It's an Murai helmet. Very good helmet. It could have been a lot worse. She did hit the guardrail. So you can tell there's all that debris on her jacket. So she hit this at least. More than likely hit the guardrail. Yeah, I'll watch the pepper spray video. I think I saw that pop up. Yeah, no problem, Happy. I probably won't put it on here because I'm going to only be streaming for about 10 more minutes. But, yeah. She could have wrapped herself around this guardrail very easily.
You're right.
She's not moving her legs very often. She's either got a traumatic brain injury where she's just like running on like, I don't know, it's like adrenaline where she's just in a haze. I've seen that a lot. She's got gear though. She's wearing gear. Turn red.
Fuck.
That's an easy one to diagnose. This one is a beginner mistake right here. Okay. I ride with one hand a lot. So this is what my view looks like a lot. But when I'm coming up to an intersection, I'm getting pretty dang cautious. All right? It's a green light right now. It turns yellow, turns red right away. This right here is a dangerous trap position. You got this car right here. No escape. No escape path to the left. No escape path to the right. You have a big pole right here. You're going to hit it. It's yellow right now. Immediately reach up. And let's see what he does with the right hand. All right, let's go. Let's do it frame by frame. So immediately reached up. Let's look at the left hand real quick. Pulling the clutch lever. Okay, rear tire. Lady Luck, yeah, it was too cold, but now it's like she never has any time. She never wants to do it. I'm trying to get her to go. So he pulls in the clutch lever, which is fine, but then he slams that front brake. And I'm sure he slams that rear brake. So let's go back just a little bit and watch what happens when you pull that front brake and that rear brake too hard. You start to slide.
Fuck.
So it's an embarrassment because you know what he did wrong. All right, so you hear this squeal, then you hear it release, you hear the squeal, then he falls. So what? Yeah, it's the rear brake. So he applied the rear brake too hard. It starts to squeal. He lets off the rear brake, but he realizes he's still not stopping, so he hits the rear brake again. It squeals. Why isn't he stopping? It's because you applied way too much pressure way too quick on those brakes. I want everybody real quick, while you're sitting down, while you're doing whatever, if you're standing up, even better, okay? If you're sitting down here, this is what we're going to do. Let's do this. All right. So if you're sitting down, I want you to, or I want you to stand up. So I want you guys to stand up. I want you to put all your weight on your left leg. So right now I have all my weight on my left leg. My foot's right here. See it? I get to stream in just shorts. So all my weight's on my left leg. I can move my right leg and right foot all the time. So now with my right foot, with all the weight on my left foot, with my right foot, I'm gonna just kind of rub the ground. You see how it's like moving? It's not a big issue. This right here is like applying the brakes when you don't have any weight on them. So this is your front tire. Your right foot is your front tire. Okay. So now let's put just an eensy beatsy amount of weight on that right foot now. Just a little bit. I barely applied a little bit of weight. Now I'm going to try to move my foot on the ground. It's a little bit harder, right? Now let's put a little bit more weight on that right foot. It almost doesn't want to move. Let's put a little bit more weight on that right foot. Doesn't want to move. So I'm about 50-50. So I have about 50% of my weight on my left foot and my right foot, and I try to scoot it across the ground. It's not working. So when you are, let's get back to this. So when you are applying the front brake, if you apply that front brake immediately, there's no weight on that front tire. There's no weight on that front tire. So it's just going to slide like your foot is on the carpet or on the tile or whatever. It's just going to slide. You have to apply a little bit of that front brake, just a little bit, to where the front end of that tire or the front of that bike starts to apply a little bit of weight to that front tire. You know when you apply the brakes, the front of your bike starts to go down? That's because the weight transferred to that front tire. So when you apply a little bit, it starts to transfer to that front tire. Now that you have a little bit of weight on that front tire, you can apply even more brake. Now you have more weight. Now you can apply more brake. You have more weight. Apply more brake, more weight, until the point where you have almost 80 to whatever percentage of the weight of you and the bike on that front tire. You can really squeeze that brake, because your foot, your tire, is not going to go anywhere. That is what happens in these situations when tires are sliding, because there's no weight on the tire. Your brakes and your tires, if they are in good condition, will stop you. They're designed for that. But people do not apply the brakes appropriately and will cause an issue. So that's what happens here. Let's watch it. There's absolutely zero weight. I mean, there's weight on the tires, okay? There's weight on the tires, but when you're accelerating, the weight kind of lifts up. You ever notice that when you accelerate, your suspension lifts up, and then when you brake, your suspension transfers weight to the front tire. It compresses. So when you're accelerating, you're kind of just like almost not floating, because obviously gravity, but your suspension's taking care of a lot of it. Your tires are kind of free floating almost, you know? A little bit of a contact patch. You need to apply that front brake progressively smoother. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice progressive pressure, like you're squeezing a lemon to make lemonade. You're squeezing an orange to make orange juice. You don't just smash the shit out of it. You don't grab a hammer and smash the orange juice, right? You grab it, and you're squeezing and squeezing, squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. So right here, what happened? Not enough weight. Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. Oh, glove flew off. Let's see your right hand. Let's see your right hand, buddy. Alright. He's trying to keep up with his buddies up here. Okay, we're going to be streaming about 3 more minutes, so we're just going to blow through these last ones, and then I'll leave you with a tip of the day. Okay? So he's trying to keep up with his buddies here. He's going pretty fast, going too fast for the turn. He's not counter steering enough. If you notice that his right hand glove flies off. There he goes. Not wearing the appropriate gear. Trying to keep up with his buddies. Oh! Whoa! Could have been way worse. Let's mute that. So a little bit too fast. Rear tire slid out from beneath him. That was a high side. Ah, he went right through the... Oh, another view. The other guy held it pretty good. Luckily. That's fine. So I turned the volume off. So he's going to try to make this turn, but he loses traction on that rear tire. Okay. So right here, it's turning into a low slide. It's turning into a low slide right here. But the tires grab traction for that split second. And he does a high side, and there's a guardrail. Luckily, the cars, he's able to make it between the cars, between the guardrail. He still hits the guardrail, the wood posts. Those are heavy. They're very dangerous. I actually went on a call when a construction worker had one fall on his foot, smashed his foot. These pieces of metal, or not pieces of metal, but these pieces of wood, they're heavy, very heavy. Boom. Smacked his head, though. Smacked the back of his head. I think they're going to do it in slow-mo, and he's going to zoom in a little bit for us. So watch this. Starting a low slide. Catch traction. Boom. His head, right now he's flying back like this. His back of his head smacks that contact on the ground. It probably knocked out. He's got a traumatic brain injury now. Boom. Wear a freaking helmet, everybody. Wear a helmet. I think that's a great segue for the tip that I would love you guys to understand is a helmet. Helmets are very, very important, okay? Helmets are the main thing here. So let's go to here. What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. So this was diagnosing a motorcycle accident. So while we're finishing up here, I just want to say thank you to Nick Fowler, Jake Kentucky, for becoming patrons tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bighorn Kevin, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm getting to the list of people. I just want to say thank you to all these people. Now I'm going to leave you with a tidbit of information here. Jake Kentucky, JT Southern Fried for the super chat. Nathan Dickinson, there you go. Sorry about that. Bighorn Kevin, Nick Fowler. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Thank you for the super chats and Patreon patrons. Thank you for the support. But yeah, definitely wear full gear. So a lot of these situations that we watch and we talk about, don't pass, when people are trying to turn left, you watch your brakes, don't go too fast in a turn if you're a beginner and all these things. At the end of the day, there's a lot of situations that could really mess us up. Okay, so it could be the roads in bad condition. It could be another driver on the road, so roadway users. It could be the environment. It could be nighttime, so you can't see very well. It could be raining and all these things. Definitely a big issue for a lot of these things you really got to watch out for. But if it all fails, for some reason you're the most vigilant person out there, it could happen to me. It happened to Moto Geo recently. He's way more experienced than me. He races. He's a good guy. He's really good. The one thing that you can really do to help mitigate some of that, to help, if it does happen, if a crash does happen, wear gear. Wear a proper safety gear. Proper helmet, proper gloves, proper jacket, motorcycle pants of some sort, boots. If you want to wear a full one piece with pure racing gear, thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of gear to ride on the road, do it. Because who knows? You never know if a car is going to pull out in front of you. What happens if you're looking at this person and this person over here hits you? I mean, it's just freak accidents happen. The guy kicked up a stick in one of the videos, went through the guy's windshield, hit him in the chest. Imagine if that stick, instead of it probably hit him, straight on, widthwise or whatever. It didn't go in and impaled him. So, but imagine if it went up just about a foot, hit him right in the face, or right in the chin, or right in the forehead. Imagine if he wasn't wearing a helmet. See what I mean? So wear gear. Definitely wear gear. If you want to get, if you're in Arizona, MSF courses, May 25th. So far, tentatively, I'll be putting on a 4-hour little course. We're gonna practice Moto Jitsu stuff. We're gonna practice our white belt, blue belt, all those things, red belt in a parking lot. So if you're in Tucson, it'd be great to have you. We talk about all that stuff in the Discord. So the Discord is absolutely free, everybody. So I would love it if you guys would swing on by the Discord. This is the Discord right here. This is a big old chat room. You notice how you guys are all chatting over there? This is the Discord. So if you guys would like to be a part of the Discord and be a part of what we do around here, check out the link in the description, and I'll be posting a link really soon. I just got to get the link here. They made it harder. YouTube made it a lot harder for a lot of this stuff. But this is the Discord right here. I'm in the Discord. This is live. Hey, everyone. So swing on by the Discord, please. Just want to say thank you to all my supporters, everyone that has been here this whole time. We had a really successful stream. So this is the Discord. Swing on by the Discord. I would love to have you here. Everyone else would love to have you in there. All the orange names are patrons. So if you are a patron, Mr. C is a founder. But yeah, these are all patrons, everybody. So if you become a patron, you get access to the crew lounge, a bunch of other stuff. Hey, we just got Webb 1881 in the... He just joined. He's the newest member. The Beard of Doom, where I get my beard products. He's right here. Moto Ricky Ricardo. But yeah, Big Webb just showed up. So anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. I had a blast. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Brandon just... Oh, look at that. Spawned in the server. Hey, new peoples. And if you'd like to support the channel, make sure you guys swing by Patreon. Patreon is the place to go.